This presentation was written by Brother Yahunde Batakane and posted on the Facebook page. With his permission, I have made this video for Awakening campaign purposes. To my beloved Africans, the most depressing thing is watching Africans trying so hard to explain to Europeans that Africa is not a country, or that Africa is not a jungle, or that black people are humans too. It's a waste of time and the most ignorant thing to do, because you can't educate someone who has spent more than 400 years learning how to destroy you. Europeans know everything about Africa. They know who you are. They know they needed to lie to you about who you are in order to keep you as their slaves forever. In case you forgot, they are responsible for Africans' downfall. They murdered your kings, butchered millions of your people, divided up your land into countries for themselves, colonized you for centuries, stripped your ancestors of their identity, and intentionally pretended they know nothing about you. They implemented the education system you hold dear, which continues to miseducate you and program you to destroy yourself and your people, and to always seek validation from them. Crying to them to accept your truth only allows them to continue being on top of you. Think well, my beloved Africans.
When we look into the education system, people can spend 15 years in school and yet cannot have any skill in them. And that is an insult to the forefathers of the Pan-African agenda, because they had the spirit that the best way to liberate individuals is to feed them with the right information and the right education. Education is the only way out of darkness, is the only way out of ignorance, and it is the only way to the glorious light. If we want to get to where we all desire as a continent, this education system must change.
We need people that care for the state, not care for their pockets and what they are about to make as government officials. We need people that would move Africa together, people that will unite us and make us a strong nation, make us a strong economy, make us strong people, not people that will come in and divide and conquer. Africa, unite and fight.
I've noticed that when a black person says something, it's always considered as an opinion. But when a white person says something, black people view it as a fact. Black people who are becoming too submissive and seeking to be recolonized would say things like Black Lives Matter, or we are all one people, or there's only one race, the human race, or so-called global citizens. Funny enough, only black people are ridiculous enough to say and think like this. No European or Asian would ever think as such. It is said only poor people dream to drive the rich man's car. All white people, I mean Europeans, Asians, and Americans, don't care about black people's statements. And the only time they pretend to do is when they need to steal from black people. These so-called white people enjoy seeing you trying repeatedly to prove yourself to them, because it demonstrates how much they have broken you. Black people are the only people so broken and drowned in self-hate that they always admire to be like their abusers. It's a shame. It's a shame. My beloved black people, if you're still listening to me up to here, you are on your way to recovery. If you care one bit about your mental health, about healing from the post-traumatic slave or colonial syndrome that was inflicted upon you for the last 400 years of lynching, butchering, enslaving, castrating, raping, dehumanizing, and whipping day and night, then you will ultimately distance yourself from your abuser. This happened to Martin Luther King, who had a dream and then woke up to the reality. Any therapist would agree with me that no one heals from abuse while still living with the abuser. Dear beloved Africans, save your sanity and walk away. Come out of there, my people. Take down all his Jesus statutes and all his legacy you are passing on to your offspring.
We are on the same platonic stone, Africa and Middle East. And God created a garden east of Eden. Therefore, Africa is Eden. We need to decolonize this Jesus story and throw away a white Jesus with his idols. I don't believe in a white movie star from Hollywood who is supposed to have come around and saved me from my sins. How can a white boy with blue eyes die for Africans when they cannot even share land with us? Show me one white man who has died for a black man. Show me one white man. 25 million people dead in the sea on their way to America for slavery. 15 million people dead in Congo. 25 plus 15, 40 million plus people dead. And all their blood means nothing except the blood of a white boy. If you are going to do theology, do it correctly. Do it correctly. And give me an option. If I want to believe in a white Jesus, I'll believe in a white Jesus. If I want to believe in a black Jesus, I'll believe in a black Jesus. But if you want to be true to the biblical text, then be honest as theologians. And I'm embarrassed to be sitting here as a theologian together with some of my theological friends who have gone to school to study. And when you come out of school to study, we actually continue to promote the wrong theology and push it in front of our own people. We have become the colonizers ourselves, Uncle Toms, who are sitting on the conscience of our people. Which is wrong. Which is wrong. How do you sleep at night? Taking money from widows and orphans. Taking money from people who cannot afford food and bread because Jesus will bless them. For the past 15 years, they've been giving their offerings to you and their lives have not changed. What is the problem? Because you don't have faith. You don't have faith. When Amfundis, do you have faith in collecting money from us? So we need to understand and deconstruct the whole picture and ideology of this white Messiah. And as long as we worship a white Messiah, my submission to you is that we are not worshiping the truth of the text.
Have the courage to free yourself, because the abuser's intentions are to maintain and feed off of your misery for as long as he can. So long as you are ignorant of who you are, dependent, naive, hopeless, defenseless, and feel oppressed, he can have his way with you anytime he wants, and no one will stop him. Not even you, because you've married the idea that staying with your abuser will one day change his heart. His heart will never change. Get out. Walk away now and embrace or accept who you are. Walking away means stop practicing abusers' culture, abusers' lifestyles. Stop. My beloved Africans, my beloved Bantu people, remember, no one will love you if you hate yourself. Most black people can't even consider working together for black excellence. Many of us wouldn't spend a penny in a black-owned store. And the only time we do is when we are broke and want cheap or free stuff, yet somehow we all want Africa to go forward. Our minds and way of thinking are no longer our own. And in order for us to fully free ourselves from both the psychological, spiritual, and physical bondage, we have to accept the fact that we are broken. Then walk away and seek the Most High to heal our souls. We have to decolonize our minds, accept our Afrocentric identities, talk or buy black to rebuild our kingdoms, and change our mindset now. Otherwise, we will keep on convincing the abuser to change while they are not willing to change because they are getting benefit from our ignorance. Special greetings to my Bantu, the chosen people of Tatanzambi Yamazulu, the Most High Yah. Bless you.